Shalom, dear one. Welcome to this offering entitled Come Together. It was inspired by a desire within me to basically bring people together within the morning time for a meditational practice. It's based on the principles of what's called ZaZen meditation, which simply translates as still sitting. Now, I myself, over the years of engaging in meditation, have engaged in chanting practices and practices that have used the guidance of the breath in a particular way and benefited from those. But this particular offering is going back to the absolute bare simplicity of what meditation is. And so ZaZen, or still sitting, is where we come together and we sit in stillness. Now, when we allow ourselves to just simply sit and not move, offer ourselves up into a place of deep stillness physically, which then allows us to, in a way, to become seated in a place where we're able to experience the movement of the mind. And when I say the movement of the mind, I mean biological essence, or as I like to describe it, the brain in action. So the brain itself, when it's in action, creating these chemical, hormonal processes, which create thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And there then, we then see or feel and experience them within our experiential window, if you like. That's the way I like to describe it. When we put ourselves into that deep stillness, just by sitting still, not by wanting to control the breath, not by using a particular mantra, and flowing with the guidance that will be given by myself in that moment of the live meditation, that we offer ourselves up to the stillness of being, to the stillness and silence of creation, of the universe itself. And there is a magical process that happens. It seems magical, but on some level, it's simply a biological process that is occurring of the brain in action, or mind, starts to subside. And the best way to describe it is that we then become almost penetrated, the nervous system becomes penetrated with stillness. And this is a great source of power for ourselves. For our nervous system is then, in a way, trained to have a default position of stillness, which, when we then step out into the world and engage in the world as we do with our family and work and everything that's evolved in that kind of lifestyle of engaging with the world and not living up in a hilltop, then that stillness of being, that stillness of the nervous system on a physical level, carries into our daily life, and it becomes almost like the default position that our awareness, our consciousness can then kind of fall back into. Without that, then we're kind of like moving from one concept to the next, or falling back into a treasured concept, if you like, that sometimes will let us down in times of need, because it's not established in stillness. It's not something that is reliable. Any conceptual idea is transitory. It's not something that we can rely upon in a moment of stress or a moment of emotional challenge. It may work sometimes, but the most reliable thing is the being itself, the stillness of our being, which in reality is always here, is always accessible in any given moment, as this kind of sense of eternal now. And so the guided meditations that are shared on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are a very simplistic process of taking us or guiding ourselves into that state of being, coming together into that, allowing the stillness to enter us and bring us a new resource, a new strength that it's very hard to describe, but it gives you a position throughout your day of tremendous tranquility. And the best word to use that's coming into the mind is refuge. You take refuge in the stillness in any given moment. And it is priceless to be able to have that ability to rest back into the deep stillness whenever life creates a stressful situation for us. So in a way, the process of the guided meditations in the Come Together offering is to train the nervous system to become still and to let go of the meditator, to let go of the sense of control. And from my experiences of engaging in chanting mantra and using kind of a breath control, then there is someone who is controlling an aspect of the being, whether that be by chanting or guiding the breath, and it takes you to a specific place of stillness, of awareness. When we let go of that meditator, when we let go of the one that is trying to control the being, guide it in a specific way, when we let go of that, then a tremendous awakening, a tremendous opening occurs that can only be experienced. It's very difficult to describe. But the most important thing is that it's not something that is just there on your meditation seat when you're sitting in meditation. It permeates into your day, and that sense of peace can be accessed at any given moment that you choose by training yourself to experience the stillness, allowing it in. And it is a process of allowing it in. And so I very much look forward to sharing these offerings with you, as described before, on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, around about 7:05. So if you are ready to join, then be ready and seated at 7:00 and log into the Zoom link that is within the actual Kundalini's app once you've subscribed to the monthly subscription. There will be a free sharing of this online on various social platforms every Wednesday as a taster, if you like, for people to experience. But if you'd like to go deeper and engage with it 3 times a week and receive the recordings on the Kundalini's app within the Come Together tab, so that you can go back to them throughout the week. And then when a new Monday begins, then it's refreshed and the new ones are uploaded. So you can use them 7 days a week, in the mornings or in the evening times. But obviously, coming together in the morning is most important for allowing that stillness to penetrate into our day, so that it is always with us. So I pray you feel inspired to join, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning. Much love.